Have you been charged with a crime? You could face serious penalties for conviction, and it is vitally important that you have skilled legal assistance on your side during Edwards Esquire, attorney at law. Visit FortMyersCriminalLawFirm.com or call 888-512-6254.
Not everyone has the luck of the Irish. If a friend or family member is in trouble, call Shamrock Bail Bonds. Put our number into your phone, 239-332-2245, 239-332-2245, or go online at gobailmeout.com. Shamrock Bail Bonds provides fast, reliable service. Shamrock Bail Bonds, 1528 Broadway, downtown Fort Myers. Look for the Shamrock, and maybe luck will be on your side.
Hello, I'm Michael Manzi, owner of JCI Solutions, 239-672-2673. When starting this company 3 years ago, I had no clue that we would grow to what we have become. There is one thing I can say that we have done from the beginning is take pride in our work, making sure every customer we do work for is satisfied from beginning to end. Offering residential painting all the way to commercial painting with jobs done in a timely manner, with highly skilled professionals giving you top-of-the-line work. To help you create your new look, call JCI Solutions, 239-672-2673.
Struggling with addiction? You're not alone. At Phoenix House Project, we believe in second chances and brighter tomorrows. Our proven programs offer support, hope, and tools to rebuild your life. With expert care and a community that understands, transformation starts here. It's time to rise, reclaim your life, and become the best version of yourself. Visit phoenixhouseproject.squarespace.com today or call 239-244-7876. The journey to recovery begins with sober living. Phoenix House Project, where hope takes flight.
Kimmy's Recovery Zone, where hope meets action. We're here to guide the journey from treatment to thriving, healthy living. With peer support, public education, and vital resources like housing, employment, and Narcan training, we're building stronger communities. Ready to make an impact? Together, we're creating a network of recovery, resilience, and renewed lives. Kimmy's Recovery Zone, your hub for healing and hope. Visit us online today at kimmysrecoveryzone.org. It's not how we survive, it's how we thrive.
Join us for connection, encouragement, and real transformation. At Celebrate Recovery at Grace Church, we celebrate God's healing power through the 12 steps of recovery and the life-changing principles found in the Beatitudes. Whether you're overcoming a hurt, habit, or hang-up, Celebrate Recovery offers a safe and supportive community where you can grow, heal, and thrive. Add to your recovery because you're not alone, and healing is possible. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at one of the 3 Grace Church locations. Learn more at egracechurch.com/recovery.
When children have to play inside so they don't disappear.
Welcome back to Rated R for Recovery.
Let's roll. So that little bit of the vocals that you just hear, that song that you hear that we use as our theme song and coming back from commercial is a song written by, this might be hard for me to explain. So I had a dear friend that I spent a lot of time with here in Fort Myers named Charlie Colleen. Charlie Colleen wrote all the songs for the band Train. So like Calling All Angels, Meet Virginia, Drops of Jupiter. Those were all songs that Charlie wrote. Charlie was a very spiritual person, and one of the kindest people you'll ever want to meet would give you the shirt off his back. And Charlie passed away due to an overdose while he was on tour in Belgium. And before he died, he and some other friends of mine were on an island called Martha's Vineyard off the coast of Cape Cod, if you're from Boston, and they re-recorded that song. And after they re-recorded it, they decided to give it to the show. And that's where you hear that come in. Now, that last rejoiner that comes back, you hear a woman's voice in there singing over the top. And that woman, if you're old enough to know, is Carly Simon. Because she thought the project was so important and because she's had so much experience with mental health issues and drugs and alcohol in her own family, that she wanted to be part of that recording. So she knocked on the door in her own house, in her own studio, and asked if she could sing on the record. And she hadn't put her voice down on tape in 20 years. So that's so if you recognize that voice, for those of you over, I don't know, 40, you might recognize her voice when you come in. So that's the story behind that piece of music. All right, now back to Alan and Kelly. Tell us how do we get the album?
Kelly, you can tell them about that.
We have little cards up here on either side of the railings, and there are QR codes on the back. Those QR codes will take you to a link tree that's got access to anywhere you stream your music. Find it, click on that, whether it's Spotify or YouTube or Apple Music, anything like that. We also have our own website where we have a blog. You can check out the latest updates going on. We do have a new single coming out tomorrow. We're going to end with that. We have merch, t-shirts. So yeah, you can check it all out though on the back of those cards with the QR code.
Very nice. And so how were you able to go to Nashville and do this? How were you able to do that?
I mean, we lived there for, 8 years, so we made contacts, relationships, and fortunately I didn't drink it all away and ruin everything. And our guys, producer lives there, musicians live there, and we fly back and forth, make the music, and come back.
How do you fly back and forth?
Just normal stuff. The other private stuff was leisure.
I'm just
His
checking.
cape is for
It's very
special
impressive.
occasions.
We fly Allegiant, usually the last row crammed in, so we're good.
Would you please bless us with another song?
We will. This song actually probably started writing it in 2011 and didn't finish it till a couple years ago. And I don't know if maybe some of you were like me, but at some point when you started drinking or taking drugs, there was this point for me where I was like, why can't I stop? And I really didn't know, like I knew I was somewhat crazy. I knew my mind was somewhat messed up, but I didn't know why when I started, I couldn't stop. And if I just may, before I start the song with Kelly, there's a part in the doctor's opinion that says men and women drink essentially because they like the effect produced by alcohol. I wanted to drink, I wanted to feel. It says the sensation is so elusive that while they admit it is injurious, they cannot after a time differentiate the true from the false. So I knew it was hurting me, but I couldn't see it. It said, to them, their alcoholic life seems the only normal one. They are restless, irritable, and discontented unless they can again experience the sense of ease and comfort which comes at once by taking a few drinks. No one ever taught me the restless, irritable discontent was the actual problem. So I started feeling that way. And it goes on to say, after they have succumbed to the desire again, so I start thinking about it, my mind is going to say do it. It says, as so many do, and the phenomenon of craving develops. That was what was big for me. I had no idea. I had a physical reaction that once I started, I actually couldn't stop. And that's when it all made sense. And no one actually taught me that until I came down here. And that's sort of what this one's about. I walk to the mirror, stare at my hollow eyes.
Same lost and lonely look I swore off last time.
I thought I knew the 12 steps like the back of my hand. Am I just too weak? I can't understand. I tell myself I can only have just one, but I can't. I take a drink,
Then the drink takes me
down a road of misery. From my friends and family, it tells me lies that I believe. Truth is I never know just how far I'll go when the drink takes me. Crazy, you don't act that way toward everyone. Guess that makes me the unlucky one. It steals every time I got. I don't care if I live or not. I try to stay strong, but I fall a lot. And when the devil offers me a shot, I take a drink.
Then the drink takes me down a road of misery from my friends and family. It tells me lies. Tells me lies. I believe. I believe. Truth is, I never know just how far I'll go when the drink takes me. I try to stay strong, but I fall a lot. And when the devil offers me a shot, I take a drink. Then the drink takes me down a road of misery from my friends and family. It tells me lies. Tells me lies. And I believe. I believe. Truth is, I never know just how far I'll go when the drink takes me. When the drink takes me. When the drink takes me.
Wonderful job. So, do you think you could do one more?
We're going to do one more.
Well, that's wonderful.
So that's one of our new songs we recorded about addiction, obviously, and we have not released it yet. That date's TBD, but we do have a new song coming out tomorrow, and it's called Fingerprints. And this is kind of the other side of things, the spiritual experience, right? And I just wanted to read a section. It's on page 25, and there is a solution, just to set it up. It says, "The great fact is just this and nothing less, that we've had deep and effective spiritual experiences, which have revolutionized our whole attitude toward life, toward our fellows, and towards God's universe. The central fact of our lives today is the absolute certainty that our Creator has entered into our hearts and lives in a way which is indeed miraculous. He has commenced to accomplish those things for us which we could never do by ourselves."
We love you all out there. We have so many friends. See God right there. Everything I see now is brand new. And without you all, we wouldn't be have this.
No.
Can't thank you enough. We love you. This one's called Fingerprints. Be out tomorrow. I've seen 100-year oak trees with golden leaves, miles of blue ocean, and what I found is, Lord, I see your fingerprints all over it. The only one who could create such a masterpiece and always leave me breathless with everything I see in this world that I'm in. There's always a glimpse of your fingerprints in 12-step meetings. 12-step meetings. Here tonight. Here tonight. Kids in a classroom. Kids in a classroom. Covered in smiles. Covered in smiles. Couple making vows in your name. Neighbors helping neighbors after a hurricane. Yeah, Lord, I see your fingerprints all over it. The only one who could create such a masterpiece and always leave me breathless with everything I see in this world that I'm in. There's always a glimpse of your fingerprints. Oh, your fingerprints. You hide in plain sight day and night. Your hands are right before my eyes. Lord, I see your fingerprints all over it. The only one who could create such a masterpiece and always leave me breathless with everything I see. Your fingerprints all over it. The only one who could create such a masterpiece and always
there's always a glimpse of your fingerprints.
Oh, your fingerprint.
A masterpiece, and all I leave me breathless with everything I see your fingerprints.
Very, very, very nice. Great job. So, ladies and gentlemen, next week, and thank you again. Is there anything you want to say before we close out the show?
Just how grateful, there really are no words to express the gratitude of this life and what we do. And for us to come on here to share this message, we love you both. Thank you.
Thank you for having us in our group, and we'll be back.
As my sponsor would say, trust God, clean house, help others.
That's on the back of my book.
Now, next week on Rated R for Recovery, Lance Franklin will be here from Acadia Health. And Eileen, doesn't we have some special guests brought in by Kimmy's Recovery Zone?
Yes, we do, but my mic is on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Do you hear?
Yes, we do.
Come here. There, go ahead. Tell us about that.
We have some special guests from Kimmy's
Very
Recovery
nice.
Zone.
So join us each and every Thursday night at 2415 Grand Avenue at Grace Church, the Central Campus, for Rated R for Recovery and ratedrforrecovery.com. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, everybody.
Do we have a picture with all y'all up here too, if you don't mind? Thank you.